Sorry about that. First, I want to thank Dr. Brazier for the opportunity. Growing up with what I've been through, I would always ask God, why am I going through this? And this moment, I finally realized why, because it's a purpose for me to share my story to in turn help people. So I want to warn you that this is my story, so I probably will become emotional. So if you will bear with me, okay? Can you do that? All right. Growing up, going through the things that I've been through, I constantly ask myself, how did I get here? How did I get here? How is it possible for me to stand before you today with what I've been through? Because you see, the statistics shows I'm not supposed to be here right now. My family history shows I'm not supposed to be here right now. Mom's on drugs, dad's on drugs, brother's in jail, sister's pregnant at 15. How did I get here? And there's one thing, one reason, and that is because of my hero, my teacher, Miss Ryder. You see, life was tough. There's no other way to put it. We would go home, there would be no lights, no water, no food. You could walk in one room and see prostitutes. You could see drug deals. But one thing remained, we would always have to put on our clothes and go to school the next day. And that was tough. That was tough for a kid. As you sat in a class and your teacher talked about the importance of reading geometry, and you're thinking, but my mom's a crackhead. You want me to understand the importance and purpose of reading? Do you see what I see? Do you understand what I go through when I go home? You think I care about reading? Somebody feed me. Somebody show me love. That's all I wanted. But yet and still, you have to put on your clothes and go to school. And I have to tell you, I've seen some things that I should not have seen. I heard some things that I probably should not have heard. How did I get here? Two instances really play out in my mind, because you become accustomed to the no food, no water, no Christmas. You know, as a kid, when it happens all the time, you become accustomed to that. The two instances almost killed me. It became extremely hard to go to school. First one was, I'll never forget it, we were laying down on the couch, and then all of a sudden we hear two, boom, boom, and our eyes open, and it's the police. They come in and all you see is flashlights, and it's the drug bust. And my sister and I, we watched as they handcuffed my mom and dragged her out of our home. And yet and still, we put on our clothes and we went to school the very next day. We sat in a classroom and all I could see was darkness. I didn't care about anything else. I became so angry. I was angry at my teacher. I was angry because he or she didn't understand, didn't take the time to understand. The second instance, as a result of going through what we've been through, we wouldn't go to school with dirty clothes, we didn't have the best hygiene, so we were picked on a lot. We were called names a lot. And there was this one kid, he was on the football team, got in the 10th grade, and he would always pick on me. All the time, just pick and pick and pick. I will never forget the day a knock on the door and the same kid was selling my mama drugs. But yet and still, I put on my clothes and I went to school and sat next to this kid in class. How did I get here? I'm not supposed to be here. And that's because of one person. Everything changed the moment I walked into C-223, my teacher, Miss Ryder. She was different. She wasn't looking to be understood. She was simply looking to understand. She took the time to understand me, to get to know me, and it all started one day, 20 degrees, I'm freezing outside in the cold, and the next day she brings me a coat. Whoa, this white woman just brought me a coat. Next day, she pulls up and she has a truckload of groceries. So I began to open up. I began to see the importance. But the thing that cannot be lost is that with all of that, she challenged me like no other. She developed a so what factor. I can't go to college. My mom's on crack. My brother's in jail. I can't go to college. So what? So what? Nobody's been to college in my family. I'm supposed to do drugs. I'm supposed to sell drugs. I'm supposed to go to jail. So what? So what? She challenged me every day to be the best person that I can be. She was my hero. She was my champion. And I challenge all of us, myself included, that every single day we simply have to be a champion for our students. We don't have a choice. Every single day, for every single student, we have to be a champion. We simply don't have a choice. That kid needs us. That Marvin needs us. You see, kids come to us with a need. Every kid has a need. And they're all different. And it is our job to find out what that need is and supply it, because that is the barricade. That's what's stopping them from reaching their maximum. We've got to find it, because every kid, myself included, we all deserve a champion. Now clap if you agree. We all deserve a champion. When you've been when you've been through what I've been through, you kind of say it's impossible to be where I am today. But it's not impossible when you have a champion that was there every single day for every student. And I just want to thank her, my teacher, my mom, Miss Ryder, my champion. Yeah.